This is Gimp 2.10.10. If you're using an older version, I do advise you to update it. There are improvements. And for this, the best way to do this is use a layer group. So that little icon creates a new layer group. There it is. It's called layer group. And I'll put an arrow in first. And for this, I'm going to use a script that uses a path. So that's the Paths tool. And I can click for a start. And if I use polygonal mode for the path, it's easy to control. I can just click and drag the endpoint in like that. The script for the arrow is that one in the tools section, and you can adjust it whatever way you want. Double-headed arrow, single-headed arrow. There's a few options, width and size. So we'll OK that, and I get an arrow. Wanted a different colour one? Well, I should have changed that first. We'll have a red arrow. Control Z your friend, back off and repeat. OK. So now I've got my arrow. I want some text. First I'll drag that arrow into the layer group, and the text will now come above that arrow in the layer group. We'll put some text in, choose your font, choose your colour, maybe adjust the size, all sorts of things, and move it somewhere close to the arrow. Two ways of doing that. I can hold Ctrl-Alt down if I'm still in the text tool, moves it like that, or using the Move tool, move the active layer, because there's lots of transparency in there, makes it easy to move. Now I need to rotate it, and in the Rotate tool, some things to note. Clipping needs to be on Adjust and not Clip, so that's Adjust. Guides, well, number of lines will make it easier to use, so if you don't have a number of lines in there, click on the text layer and it rotates. No longer a text layer. Zoom in, don't be afraid if you need to make some adjustments. A little bit fuzzy, like I said before, no longer a text layer. It's bitmap graphics. You do any sort of adjustments, and they do tend to interpolate pixels and become that little bit fuzzier. Now, if I want to move the two together, I just move the layer group. So click on the layer group, choose the Move tool, move the active layer because of all that transparency, then I can move it like that. And the same if I want to re-rotate it, bearing in mind the dire warnings about quality, and I can adjust it like that. So that's not too difficult. They are still independent. I could change them, but I need to do some work.